Hi everybody, welcome to Before Your Eyes. So, I've got a lot of requests to play this game. Sorry. Basically what happened is this game won't let you run your webcam on OBS and the game at the same time. So I'm going to have to use the game's built-in interface thing. So, let me see if I can... Yeah, alright, so return game. So I guess we're just going right in. See how this works? Yes, I do. I'm looking at my webcam when I do this, by the way. That's why it goes down. And my eyes go down, so. Try blinking on the white symbol. Where is it? Oh. You see a metronome and blink. Huh. Jump forward. Keep blinking. Pretty. My face is kind of stretched down there, sorry.
Get away, you lucky fowls. That's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger.
Oh.
Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you?
Hi, big man.
I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with.
What's back there?
So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. You remember blink? Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius.
Guess I am.
Yeah, I knew you were special. You see all
It's
them
over there.
poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you.
Why?
See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word?
Dictionary.
Notion?
That's great. He's got a dictionary there.
Premonition. A premonition.
Premonition.
When a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there?
Yeah.
Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper. To be judged.
Oh.
I'm gonna present your case. Tell her the whole story of your entire life, from prow to stir. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city.
Nice.
If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts.
Oh, I get turned into a seagull.
Satisfactory.
That's
Clock watchers.
so good. He's
I
reading
got
from the
some
dictionary.
words for you.
Man's barking. They all shut up. That's great. That's really funny.
Sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude, you know.
Ooh. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great.
Bet. I'll show you.
So,
Let's
just
get it.
think back to the very beginning. The first thing that you can remember.
So this is, I guess...
I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right?
Okay.
Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this.
I do too.
Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time.
Oh, my eyes are hurting. What?
I'm touched you enjoy my company. I really am. But I'll have to...
Oh, that hurt. Oh,
And
jeez.
just
I don't know why.
try to enjoy it this time.
Man. All right. Guess we're doing this.
Look at that sun.
Oh man. It's like as soon as something with my eyes
We've got
comes
a
into
long, beautiful day
I have
ahead
to
of us.
blink.
Why are you smiling like that?
play. Did I blink? Oh hi. Who's that? So I'm just
Let's
chilling.
go get you some seashells. What do you say?
All right. Let's go.
You see that big spiky plant over there?
Where? Ah,
That's
there.
called an agave. 11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree covered in flowers. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one.
Keep our eyes on that one. Let's do it. Let's keep our... Ah, dang it. Ooh, that's really pretty.
Slipped away, didn't it?
Wow.
Oh well. Days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Guess so.
Now, where's the first page of my piece? I can't find it anywhere. Did I put it in here? No.
It's there. It's on the seagull has it. He took it away.
Okay, go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
Aw, Benny. Hey,
We have
that's
to make
my
him do
name.
this every birthday.
Kind of.
That's a great idea. You know, that'll really be something to see how he grows.
Hi.
Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic.
I bet it is, man. Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Yes, I do. I want to play along with
Give
you.
it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough.
I bet, yeah.
Now
Definitely.
where was
Dang it. Boat. It's mine. Oh.
Sounds good, honey.
I'm
Pop the
sending it to my
bubbles.
mentor next week. It has
Pop
to be
'em.
perfect.
I love this. This
Well,
reminds me of
sounds
Edith Finch.
Pretty perfect to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
what do
get
you
them!
like about it?
Get them big ones! Ah, get the big ones. I gotta
I
pop
like
them all.
the music.
That's very specific.
I like the music. No,
I also like the person playing it.
pop them.
Yeah.
Pop them all. Gotta get them all.
I'm worried that might have something to do with it.
Give me this big one behind me. I want to get it. Ah, yeah! I did it. Alright, alright, alright. I'm gonna go get these guys and then I'm gonna blink. Yeah. Hey. Eyes of steel.
Face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
Definitely. Oh,
So,
I like this.
do you think he's going to be smart?
I'm gonna be a genius.
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to be. Necessarily.
Yes, it does.
You're
I'm
right.
gonna be.
No. You're right.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was.
Speedrun.
Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection
Yeah,
committee
my
what
boat
I just
again.
told you? Right.
Oh, okay.
No,
never
I'm
mind.
sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay,
Good.
I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
Oh, her piano.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
Yep, it's my boat.
Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it.
Yeah, like
You know, one day you'll be able to
piano.
paint exactly what you have in your head.
Really?
You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom.
Oh. Scrapbook. Oh, sick.
See? That used to be my piano.
Oh.
My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything, though. He was what you might call the strong, silent type.
Interesting.
Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready
Yeah.
to see something really
Yeah, I
special?
am. Yeah, show me.
I just don't want him to get attached.
It's gonna be an animal.
Richard, it's
Kitty!
the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
It's so sweet.
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic.
Oh, it's
so
so
not-
sweet. No, I didn't mean to blink. Look at his little eye. Oh, he's so cute. I love cats. I love
Now play the
animals.
C major chord I taught you.
All right.
Remember?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel
Yeah.
happy?
No,
Like
the
you
cat
just want
makes
to
me
jump
feel
up and
happy.
down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good.
Yay.
Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it?
Kind of, I guess.
Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
She's sick.
Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
You're so cute.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor.
Yep.
Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know,
Yeah, I know.
which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
Japan. Oh, Egypt or Greece? Egypt probably.
Now, you know the ancient.
What? No. Oh, dang it. It's something about cats. Dang it. Am I gonna try to play the big piano? Let's see.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
Richard, are you hearing this?
I'm playing her
He's
piece.
playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear.
I'm so smart.
I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant.
Uh-huh.
We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Quick, because I'm super smart.
But, you know anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be up to the task.
Who?
She's very gifted.
Oh,
No
you.
one in this town knows anything.
My mom.
Maybe I'll just have to do it myself.
Yep.
Good idea. I think that settles it.
Richard! Or whatever his name is. I don't know.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Look at him playing with it. Yeah. Oh, I can come. Oh, I drew him.
Alright, I already did.
She fed
For a
him.
moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
He got this. Believe me. Look how cool he is. What a cool dad.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized.
She's
in the
sneezing a
folder,
bunch.
sitting
Oh,
ready
because
on
she's
my
allergic
kitchen
to
table.
him, yeah.
They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning?
Oh, I'm getting to be a better
We
drawer.
are fine.
Hey! You little jerk, don't pee on my papers. Get off. Get off. Moron. Look at him.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head. Yeah.
Aw.
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
That makes sense.
So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. But he said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well.
Exactly.
No such luck for me.
I'm a work genius.
But
I
I do
am.
wonder what he'll think.
Yeah. What he'll think of me? He'll think I'm a work of genius, just like I am. Oh. Why is it dark and weird? No, I need to hear this. I can't blink. I can't blink. What's going on? What happened? I'm concerned now. Hello? Weird.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E.
You're off.
No, I'm not.
You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
It's weird her calling me my name. What do you want from me?
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that.
Yep.
Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal.
Hey, it's
Sorry,
alright.
buddy.
It's all good.
Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
It's all fine. Oh.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard?
Alright,
May
I
not
will.
be interesting at first.
It will be interesting at first. I'll make it interesting.
Ernie,
Ernie.
buddy.
Ernie!
Oh, are they calling Ernie's my cat, isn't it?
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
Oh, he's got
Good.
kittens.
Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
No. I thought it was a boy, but...
Uh-huh. And that was based on... And still not...
Ooh, kittens!
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
It's just creativity.
No, are you kidding? I love it.
Were you able to pick up the new book? Yes. The Manila Galleon is of particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah. Got those too.
Dang it. I forgot I couldn't blink. What's that sound? It's dark again. I don't like this. What's that sound? No, what's that sound? Why is there growling? What is that? Dude, Richard better be okay. Or Eddie. Is it the cat? Just show me, please. Jeez, dude. No!
I know,
Blinked.
it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex.
Oh, the cat's dead, isn't
But
it?
just take it one day at a time. Trust me.
The cat's dead. Dang it, I blinked.
You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
Okay.
The quiz said find the zero, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Nice.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
I want that box full by the time I come in there.
Oh, we're moving?
You don't play with it anymore. We're getting rid of it.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down. I'll drive it back and you up there.
You're not my house.
Aw, he's sad that he's moving too.
Fall back, you fool.
Who is
I'll
this?
have your hands. I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, come play inside. It's late.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here.
Oh, it's a girl. Never mind. I said he.
Yes, Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you.
Okay. I'll come over there, I guess. Gotta get my
Why are
blinks
you
up.
always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
That was really cool. You got me there.
Oh, shoot. I think I gotta go, but
Dang it. Ugh.
Quiet, everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
Yeah, I am.
Wow, L, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
What?
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Richard's voice actor almost
No
sounds like
legend.
the guy from
It's kind of one of those
Firewatch. Almost. That's weird.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac.
Hi, Mr. Isaac. Oh, I had those
Class is
projectors
broken up
as a
into
Hey,
kid.
you.
units. In each unit, we
look on your desk.
civilize
I wrote you something.
learning everything we need to know about this.
What a coincidence. Please keep in mind that while we're at school, we don't happen We don't know each other. Do not talk to me ever. Shut up!
Don't even look at me.
No, I will.
Stop staring at me, creepy.
No. No, what are you gonna do about it? Yeah, exactly. What?
This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
Are condemned to repeat it.
Now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
She doesn't know. She was focused on me. Mm-hmm.
Right, I definitely know this.
Yeah.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh,
Weren't you?
yes, of course. So those who do not remember the past, repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I prefer...
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he was gonna say
I
it.
tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself.
What is this? It's a
Little
game.
guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of
Consters.
that crap.
New contestant. Long lost your favorite consters. Barnacles, shrimp, lobster. I like barnacles the best. That's the best one. Just use your conscience. I like that.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys have become friends.
Hey, she's here
Oh,
now.
sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Mm-hmm.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you?
Yeah, I'm lonely. I
That's
have
a
no
very
friends, so.
interesting detail. Okay, shut up,
Tickle
shut up.
stick.
I really want this one.
Tickle stick.
Maybe I'll use tickle stick.
Tickle stick. Yeah, she did it. She actually used tickle stick. Nice.
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with.
Okay.
You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something. It's just, you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco. I want you at a place where people really get
Wait, no, is this a school? No, I don't want to move away from Chloe. No, I don't want to do that.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think
Don't
you could
say that.
excel
Don't
in
say my
that
full
sort of
name
an
like that.
environment?
Yeah,
Sorry, he gets very shy.
I think.
Not to worry. If he's as gifted
Look.
as you say he is, shyness is no problem.
Yeah, look, back when you had hair.
Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you.
I don't like him. I don't want to go there. Bach, a well-tempered No, shut up. No, let me stay with Chloe.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it.
Okay, so
Just like
I
to
wanna
see
do
you
it.
really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that. What was that? Was that the piece?
throw it out the window.
What is going on with you these days? I barely know whose kid you're supposed to be.
Shut up. I don't want to play.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
I want to answer it. It's Chloe. I want to talk to her. Dude, okay, so the parents are basically...
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again?
Shut up!
What, is she obsessed with you?
No, she's my friend.
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Oh, he's fine.
Exactly, let him talk to her. Chill.
Anubis, in the presence of my art, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice,
Oh, I drew it wrong
would
on the
weigh
side of
the
the paper.
deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale?
Hey,
That
Mr.
is Mama,
Kid.
and she's
That's
got it. And yes,
Look at
that's a she. The head of a
Night after my
crocodile,
dad goes to
fur of a
sleep, I'm gonna
lion.
sneak out of the house and sleep on the
See,
beach. If you want to get
body
invited,
of
draw
the
me a picture of
hippopotamus.
Mr. Isaac feeling constipated.
Though I would not say
Love
that
weird
to
neighbor
her
kid.
face.
I want
Now,
to get invited, so
As
I'm gonna
you
draw
can
it.
see, she is ready to
go.
devour.
Ew, why is he so scared looking? Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
I will.
So I
Yeah. One day.
about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
No, she's my
Okay,
friend.
listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard. Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this is no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
I mean, why is he like that? You're being a jerk. I don't like her much. He's the only one. Oh. She texted me. Oh. Hi.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow.
Chill
Memory
out.
consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Gotcha.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Benny.
I said turn the lights off. What should I do? Sneak out. I'm gonna sneak out.
Wow.
Screw it.
Didn't think you'd actually pick up. I mistook you for a baby.
Shut
I
up.
apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
Alright. Alright. Aw, we're sleeping together.
You know, I'm really glad you're here.
Aw. Thank you.
There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a...
No!
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you?
Dang it.
It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something.
Dude.
Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going...
Bet. I got sleep. Right?
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
Alright. I'll do good. Promise. Oh no. It's getting hard. That's getting hard.
Okay. I think that's enough.
Oh my gosh. How are you even supposed to do that?
So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every
Shut up,
student,
dude.
and
Shut up.
I wish you the best of luck on your path.
No, you don't.
Wherever it may take you, okay? All right.
Shut up, Mom. She's gonna be all mad at me in the car
I
wash.
really want to thank you and your mother for coming all the way out here. I know it was quite the drive.
Really?
Maybe I pushed you too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Maybe I
did.
turned into my own father.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
It's also true. When I was a kid, I would run and I would like make it jump, make a dude like run, and he would like jump off the signs and stuff, and he'd run on this rail and stuff like that.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
That's reasonable. Yeah, jump off, and he would like jump around the windows. And when it was like raining, the raindrops would like go like that, and they would like, I would have him race. It's good times.
We want him home from school for a while, just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Oh,
There's
no.
a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Am I really
yes,
sick?
of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo.
All
Okay?
right.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah.
I need to hear this.
Having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really...
That's pretty. Where am I? What's going on here?
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Chill out. Not giving away my toy boat.
Hey, Dee! Dinner's ready! Dee! You hear me?
What's he doing?
I'm chilling.
He's becoming completely obsessed.
Why isn't your son eating with us, Al?
Whoa, I'm getting pretty good.
You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
Dude, I'm actually getting good. Yeah.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
You already know. Your boy's an artist. Let's go.
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she literally just left with your dad in tears.
Nice. Yeah, you suck. Yeah, yours isn't that good compared to mine. Yeah, mine's better than yours. Loser. Nice. That's actually pretty sick.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies!
Chill. Calm down, big man. Jeez. I already made the art. I'm good at drawing, dude. Oh! Why are you sitting there naked, big man? Get...
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany. It's very cute. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
What the heck?
There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape.
Interesting. Oh, so I'm doing abstract.
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
Yes, I have.
I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn. For I fear talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
I'm stuck.
Dang. Oh.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards.
Ooh, that
It
is
all probably
pretty.
feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing,
I like that a
if
lot.
opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Interesting.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder.
No, you didn't teach me much.
Little thing. A birdie told me that Ilva Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into...
He doesn't like her, does he?
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul. Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract.
Yeah, screw you.
Whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got... Okay, that's it. Get out of my office.
Yeah. I'm not selling my soul to
Being a
you.
difficult artist, the best of us are.
So I'm getting older now, huh?
Ah, this is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I
don't know.
suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling.
I don't know, man. I like that first art style the best.
Is that Benjamin Bryn?
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm famous.
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got free.
Exactly. 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 Can't sell out.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment in your career, and...
I'm answering.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak.
She died?
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
This is getting weird.
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin?
I didn't mean to blink.
You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you're a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
Bro, my mom died. You for real? This dude needs to chill out. No, that ain't something that's gonna be happening.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house.
No, why?
She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
That's really sad.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. Yeah, I think you did the right thing. By the way, she didn't want you to see her like that. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her.
I picked up the phone, I thought.
What's that?
Oh.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us.
Aww.
Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Screenshotting that. One of the greatest composers.
Really you? It's
of all-
Chloe, your neighbor.
Chloe!
My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable.
I missed her.
I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
I'm down. I'm so down. Let's go.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius.
Yeah,
I
you
should have
were.
guessed it. I mean,
Yeah.
with all those little drawings you did. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music.
She wrote it, yep.
She was a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Like mother, like son, I guess. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
Definitely.
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
What's going on?
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck.
Ah, the ferryman again.
Woo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but...
Now you got an artist, huh?
An internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition. if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
I was happy. I had my little cat.
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
Composer?
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding?
To be honest, she was really demanding.
Kind of like your champion or more like a task. Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could. And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me.
What was she? I honestly don't know.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right?
Exactly.
See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick.
Entire year?
He had to stay inside
Jeez.
for an entire year.
That's ridiculous.
And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first
Let me
time,
open up this window.
he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you.
Yeah, shut
With
up.
expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumdolls! You mucky fowls!
Mucky fowls.
All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again. You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
Who? Me? What are you talking about?
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you.
Me?
You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it.
Oh no.
Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck.
What are you on about?
And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
Don't sniff me.
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Did I lie?
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
My kitty again.
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
You know, my father once told.
No, I tried to blink on the thing.
Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call? Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
I do too.
Let's try this again.
I didn't blink. Hold up. Okay. One sec. Let me just figure this out because I didn't blink. All right. Gotcha. All right.
Keep your eyes open.
They were. Just because I looked down doesn't mean they weren't open.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Whose daughter?
Oh, what is it?
She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
Why?
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
One knee and it says we're eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie! Kid!
Oh, is this after the wolf thing?
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't.
No.
And one more time.
That's the cat, isn't it? No! The kittens!
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
Yeah, we
So
do.
this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways. I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk. My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
Whoa.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes.
We can focus and make sure.
I swear to God, if you blink again.
Staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking over. I mean, what's the point?
Oh.
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay.
What's going
Let's
on?
not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you?
Yeah, a year, I guess.
Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this.
Dang it.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
I hear the ice cream truck.
Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become, okay?
She really wants me to be someone, huh? Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents, in a quaint village by the sea. That's what he said. His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another...
God, dang it.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
These things are scary.
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading aloud from what I think was your story the other night. I know.
Oh,
I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
You are. I would let her.
Can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Why?
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed.
What's wrong?
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story.
Demanding.
I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well?
What? Use the worst friend to ever live. What? No, what? He didn't even try to fight the disease inside him? No! He just laid down and died. No, what?
Benny! Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now.
Okay, I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna wait with you here, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand. You feel that? That's me. That's your mom. That's Mama. Sweetie, I'm here with you.
if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my... Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well...
Hey, this isn't funny, you know? What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is actually ridiculous.
Bruh.
I don't know if you're embarrassed about our night.
I pretended because you were clearly really lonely and you had no friends.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano. Just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Hold up.
Wait, is that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Oh, she's pale. She's got eye bags.
Plan B. She's listening.
cat. Oh, the kitty. That's so sad. The cat's in here with me.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
That's just.
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but...
Medicine isn't working as well.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
Oh no. I can't press the button.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now. You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think.
So I lied. I told him I was an artist, and it's because I wanted to be something, isn't it? I was just a little kid, and I wanted to be something in life and not disappoint my parents. So I made up a story about being an artist and told them it. It's really sad.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
The metronome.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative. And the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Brin. Benjamin Brin was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them
of exactly who they were
after they had almost forgotten. So
he was going to go. He was
okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you. And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not.
Man, I don't even know what to say after that.
You wanna make some money.
That was really
Dad, when he has somebody, you're gonna feel the same. And without him, you'll be thinking he'll have pictures in his wallet. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, Rick tied to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not.
That's one of the only games that's ever made me cry. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, because I sure did. That was a really good game. Shout out to the developers, man. Jeez. I did not think it was going to hit that hard. The only other kind of game that's had that reaction was What Remains of Edith Finch. Dang. Well, anyways, if you watched to the end, like if you watched right here, I don't even know what to say. That means so much to me. Like, this is probably like an hour and more than an hour and a half, honestly. Probably took a while to watch through here, so I'd like to thank anybody who like finished the video, even if you skipped to the end. I mean, I appreciate you more than you know, seriously. And yeah, that was Before Your Eyes. Hope you enjoyed.